So when I started talking about weight training for jiu-jitsu, one of the areas that came up into question a lot was the grips. We all know that in jiu-jitsu we need strong grips, and so a lot of people had questions about how to develop a good strong grip and a grip that wouldn't simply burn out on you, right? Because I think that anyone that's competed, anyone that's rolled really hard in your gym, you've probably experienced that feeling where your forearms start to burn and your hands like curl over, right? And you're like trying to tie your belt after the match and you can't do it. So one of my favorite exercises, and the reason I wanted to do this one, because it's a simple exercise and you can add it into even the routine that you have now. You don't have to change anything. You can just add this in at the end of your workout for a little extra capacity. The exercise is the farmer's carries. Now, I'm using a farmer carry, the handles right here. I had these built from a friend who knows a welder, and they put it together. So if you don't have these and you're looking for maybe a cheaper way to get them than buying them, you can look around, maybe find a welding shop and see if they can basically just put you some pipes together with some handles on there. And like I said, these were super cheap. Again, I don't have a ton of weight on there. I've got two plates, 45 pounds each, so it's 90 pounds, plus the bars, which they weigh about 45 pounds. So again, it's not terribly heavy, it's pretty light, but again, the idea is that I'm gonna just walk around with these. Now, the benefits that you'll get from jiu-jitsu, obviously, you're gonna get grip strength here. Not just grip strength though, you're gonna have a grip that, because again, when you start walking around with these for some serious distance, your forearms are gonna start to burn, right? Then you're gonna have to continue to walk with them and get used to that feeling and be able to still function with that feeling. And over time, you'll find that you'll be able to get longer distances and you'll be able to maintain that weight for a longer period of time. When it comes to training, over time, you'll notice that your forearms will not burn out as much on you. You'll be able to hang on to someone longer. If you don't have farmer carry handles, you can use dumbbells. You can use the actual, like, just weight. If you can grab like a plate, like you can use the lip of the plate, lift it up. We have some sandbags in there that we have that are like about 80 pounds to 100 pounds. You can lift those up. Those can be made for about 20 bucks. I mean, really anything. If you have some weight, you can pick it up and you can walk around with it. That's all you need. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a rundown on the basic way to how to do these. Again, here is the farmer carry handles. If you don't have these, you can just use some dumbbells. You can even use, if you don't have like dumbbells available, right? You can still even use the plate. Like you can take the lip of the plate and hold it. It won't give you the same style of grip, but it's tough because you're doing that 4-finger grip similar to when you grab a sleeve. When you do these, first off, make sure that, again, good posture. So when we get down, you want to stand between the farmer carry handles, good straight back, and when you push off your heels. Big deep breath into your stomach and your core. Come up. Now, part of the exercise, you want to make sure that one, you don't want to let your shoulders roll forward. We want to make sure we're pulling our shoulders back into good position, which is going to help strengthen our posture, obviously. And then from here, everything tight, core tight, and you're gonna just slightly lean forward at the hip and sort of let yourself move forward. Again, we don't wanna roll forward, but it's gonna be tight here, and then we lean forward a little bit. So again, come down, get right in the middle of the handles if you have them. If it's heavy dumbbells, that's fine too. Stand in the middle of the heavy dumbbells. Squat down a little bit, again, almost like a deadlift. Put your heels into the ground, straight your back, big deep breath into the core through the nose. And then here, good straight posture here, lean forward, and then you walk. Whew. All right, guys, so that is the farmer's walks, farmer's carries, whatever you want to call them. It's a great exercise. Again, you can tack it onto the end of your workouts that you're doing currently. It's great for, again, building grip strength and also building endurance in the grips. As far as again, I know someone's gonna ask hey, how should I structure it? Start by grabbing some moderate weight, walking around with it. See kind of what you have in you, because everybody's grip strength is different. Figure out what you got in you, set a benchmark for yourself. If you have an open space, right, we have a bunch of marks around. You can't see them, but they're in chalk, and we have those around so I can I know how long I'm walking or how far I'm walking, and I know how to set my benchmarks for me. But if you don't have a lot of space or you can't mark yourself like that, like you say if you're in a gym and all you have is dumbbells and a weighted area, just grab some dumbbells and set a timer. Set it for at least a minute. If you can do it for a minute really easily, I would say up the weight a bit and then get to that minute. and then just do 5 sets of that at the end of your workout, and maybe 10 later on if you get comfortable with it. And again, give yourself, depending on how bad your grip is, give yourself at least a minute to 2 minutes of rest in between, just so that you have time to kind of get your grip back together, and then do it again. And then you can shorten the rest as you feel more comfortable with it later on. Word of caution, if you're going to do the farmer's carries, do not do them the day of your training, right? And until you get used to them, if you do use them on the same day as your jiu-jitsu training, do it like way early, right, or way late. Separate it by at least several hours. This way you're not going into your jiu-jitsu gym with curled up forearms trying to roll. You're gonna have a bad time, right? And if possible, the very first time that you use them, if you do several sets of them and you get in there and you're trying it, give yourself a day of rest maybe the next day, just because I guarantee you, if you've never done them before and you do a decent amount of weight with them, your forearms are going to be burning so bad and they're going to just be so fatigued the next day. It might be good to do a day of rest and maybe even roll them out with a lacrosse ball or something. So guys, that is the farmer carry, farmer walks. Hopefully this helps you guys out. If you guys have any more questions, let me know. Talk to you guys next time.